And we're live. Hello, everyone. We're live now. Just making this for the Instagram story. So come hang out if you see this. Hello, everyone. It's live now. Just making this for the Instagram story. Go ahead and tag this. You see this. And then we're gonna do that. Close this. And then bring that up. Alrighty. So last time we got the head, body, and arms done, and today I'm looking to possibly finish off the rest because looking at this manual here, the legs are just like half a page. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we'll possibly, like I said, we'll possibly finish this build today. It's not terribly complicated. Might just pull out all the pieces right now, considering there's not too many left. Which one are the B's? Boom. And boom. E16. E26. So it looks like we're going to be building the feet first. Which is fine by me. It's pretty normal. Oops, gonna need some polycaps. Oh shit, almost dropped that polycap. So poke this out and get it in there completely straight. Yep. And both of these are D26. This awesome lavender color. Oops. Kind of messed up this one. Hey, what's going on? If you're just joining, I'm gonna try to finish up this build because I just looked at the manual and the legs are incredibly simple. So no need to spend too much time on this build. I'm going to try. Because from what I can see, I thought a majority of my time would be taken up by the legs, but the legs are, like I just said, are very, very simple. So I don't think it's gonna take me too long to build them. I didn't know what was going on. That is weird that there's no footage from it. I wouldn't expect anything too new. Oh, so it's been going on for about 4 days. Yeah, I have to suspect that what's there is already been shown. Yeah, if anything new there. Maybe some Expo exclusive kits, but that's like at every Expo. Yep, sure is. Although, from what I know, it's stopped for the most part, but there's still areas that are on warning and getting evacuated. These feet have hollow spaces in the bottom, which sucks, but it's very small. It's just like just the toe, like the very, very tip. Okay. Don't think I need these plates until the backpack because it's just the Dragoons on there now. And I just realized you only get 4 Dragoons when the Strike Freedom has 6. So kind of interesting. Or
how many does it have?
It's got 8. It's got 8 Dragoons. We only get 4. Yeah, we talked about it in the last stream. I didn't even. I didn't think they were gone in the first place. I think they were in danger of being gone, but never gone. Hey, Dragoon, how's it going? How's the Dendrobium? Worked on it anymore? I think for my next stream, I'm actually going to try Twitch but I gotta set it up. And it won't be for a while because I think the next stream will be me snapping the kit for the review, or not review, a tutorial that the Gunpla Collective wants me to do. It's a Schwab Graze, and he wants me to do a weathering tutorial on it. I wonder why. So, yeah, I'll probably stream the snap build of that, but no, so I already have a Twitch account. I just haven't promoted it yet, and it's still tailored as a gaming thing. So if I'm going to do Twitch, I got to get stuff set up. But like I said, it won't be for a while because I don't plan to do that kit soon. I've got a bunch of other things lined up. I've got to sort of plan that tutorial because I want it to be kind of all encompassing. It gives me a chance to redo my my weathering tutorial, which is in need of sort of a redux and redo. Haven't touched it since I snapped it. Finished up lighting display today. Then finishing my HG Granddad to airbrush it. Airbrushing the Granddad. Nice, cool. So you're practicing. That's a good idea. I did the same thing. I practiced on a HG Quanta, or however you say it. And that was my first airbrushed kit. Just did it in its stock colors. Cool. I'm like, oh man, I want the Dendrobium still. I don't know what I do with it, build wise and display wise. I don't personally have a Discord, but we're part of a more closed group. As in, like, I don't have one dedicated just for my channel or anything like that. I might share this stream on Reddit. See if I can get some people there. I don't know how many people are actually interested in live streamed builds. I'm obviously not the only one that does it. Oops, shit. Just in the Gunpla Discord? Oh, I guess you're thinking of someone else. I'm not in the like official Reddit Gunpla Discord, and not in the official like Gundam Discord. Actually, am I? Man, I can't remember. I don't remember. I don't think I'm in either anymore. I used to be in the Gundam one, but they're just, I don't know. I don't really get too into like chat rooms and stuff. I used to be when I was like in middle school, but I don't know. Maybe I played too much RuneScape. Yeah, I guess my only thing I'd be worried about is attracting. I don't know. There's some people There's some people out there you just don't want in your streams, but for the most part, the Gunpla Reddit is quite friendly. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Why not? Let's do it right now. Well, you can always send me that pic through Instagram or Facebook or something. It would be pretty cool to see. The only thing about the Gunpla subreddit is, for whatever reason, they tend to downvote user content, so YouTube videos and blogs and stuff. But it is Reddit, like they prefer content right away, so like a picture or a text, to self-post. What are we gonna mark this as? Community, sure. Oops. Live streaming. That's how you spell live streaming. Snapping the amazing strike freedom. Come hang out. Hopefully that doesn't get downvoted to oblivion. Don't know how to send me the pic. I don't know. Up to you. You can send it to me through Instagram or Facebook. Print out the picture and mail it to me. A116. Oh, nice. All these gates are right on the pegs. And then the one that is on the peg is tiny. Emotes. Not looking for subs on Twitch. Remember, I don't do this for money. Nice. I'll take a look at it later. You got me really interested in that kit just because you told me there were metal parts in it. I don't know. Did I cut out the wrong piece? Oh, no, we're good. I just never seen, besides screws, I've never seen metal parts in a Gundam or a Gunpla kit. For me, my mom still mails me printed out pictures. But the oldest school thing for me was like email. We would email each other stuff. Whoa, look at that mold line. Do I really want to fix that? Sure, we'll fix it. It's a pretty that's a pretty deep mold line. Mold line. It's even on the like little clip thingy that you can open up to reveal some like detail, I'm guessing. Remember, I haven't built the Revive Strike Freedom. I vacuumed this room today, so all the plastic shavings should have been sucked up, but now I'm just putting them all back on the ground. That looks really crappy. I have to sand in this some more. Okay. Put that in. Oh, it doesn't really. Oh, okay. There is some like. And it has a lot of mold lines, hence why I want to airbrush it. You still have to fix the mold lines though, because if you, well, do you mean mold lines or seam lines? Because they're different. There's some thruster detail on this piece. Though I'm not sure if I should candy the whole thing. Would it be worth it? I'm not a fan of candy coats personally. They can be good for some kits, but for me, most of the time, I just don't like candy coats. It's just me. Um, I'll be honest. The worst offenders for me when it comes to candy coats are entire kits candy coated. So I would vote against no. I think some pieces and some details are appropriate for candy coating, but others are not. I think the only kit, the only design that benefits from a candy coat may be the Shinanju, or maybe the Sazabi. Otherwise, everything else kind of looks wrong. But then again, I'm a guy who likes realism over sort of flashiness, I guess. Plastic has swirls in it from the injection process. You can get rid of that. Well, you plan to paint, so the paint's going to get rid of it. But to get rid of that normally, you can just sand it, or you can top coating it will get rid of it. But yeah, sanding it, just light sanding, like with 1000 grit or even like 1200 grit. This mold line isn't as bad. It's the same piece, but sometimes you just get differences like that between runners. But yeah, for me, what I would do with the Dendrobium, it's already like this nice monotone color scheme, which I really like. I'd probably just keep the color scheme of it. And the internals, like how you can open up the panels for the thrusters and stuff, or the big turbines. I would probably paint the turbines metallic in some way. But the surface I would keep gray probably. Maybe add some different tones of gray, but they would all be gray. Because all the designs from 0083, or I guess Stardust Memory, however you know it by, they're really militaristic. Everything's chunky and kind of ugly. Oops. And if I ever got the Neo Xeon, I definitely would keep it the way it is. But man, that would take, I mean, the Dendrobium is going to take a lot of top coat, but the Neo Xeon is something else. I actually don't know which one's bigger. If you were to stand the Dendrobium on its like back and see, probably is bigger just because of the cannon. But if you just take the like massive part, pretty sure it's smaller. I don't know. I can't really see the scale in my head right now. I'm just going to put these Dragoons off to the side. So the legs are, you basically do 2 times everything until you get to the ankle armor. Like, no joke. So I'm doing 2 times everything on this thing. But that's why I've got 2 legs almost complete already. So I need F and G. Here's G. I don't remember what the F plate looks like. Oh, F. Oh, man. Here we go. F is this dark plastic. Let's do this. So, G2. I might hold my streams at a different time when I think about it. Might hold them later at night because I figured I would hold them around this time, you know, while maybe some people are getting off work or grabbing dinner or something. And they would just want to sit down and tune into a live stream. But I may be misinterpreting people's priorities. I don't know. I don't watch too many live streams, so I personally don't, I don't know. I can't put my own perspective into it, like when I watch live streams. I usually tend to watch them afterwards. Like Vinesauce, I don't usually watch his live streams as he live streams. I just realized that's a seam on the side, this bottom part here, which sucks. That's kind of a nasty seam. It's okay. All seams can be fixed. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This has relatively small gates. And one that's on a connecting piece, so that's good. Yeah, maybe this blue plastic isn't going to be that bad, just because of the gate placement is really, really nice. Yeah, there's like no stress marks on this at all. Nice. Good. Cool. I'm already thinking of color schemes for this guy because I think I do want to end up painting him because I already like the design a lot, just not the colors, which is always tragic. And it seems to be a tragedy for me often. But I don't know. I'm juggling between like an Amazing Red Warrior thing where it's like pretty much all red, or doing sort of like keeping the red frame and then doing a sort of like light powder blue sort of scheme. Yeah, because like I do kind of want to keep the red frame. I want to make something work with the red frame. Hello, Clumpy Table. How's it going? I want to do something. I want to separate these two plates. Okay, I want to do something with the red frame because I think it's a unique idea. I think it just looks very, very weird with this kit. So I was thinking about what colors would work with it, and if you guys know, sort of the way to match colors is you match it with its complementary colors. So, for example, blues is like orange, and yeah, I just kind of drew a blank there. Well, okay. Red's complementary color is green, and there's sort of a rule in like graphic design and coloring and stuff, and it's that red and green shall never be seen, because it's like the one complementary color that doesn't work incredibly well. I think simply because it reminds us too much of Christmas. So that's why if you're trying to design something that isn't Christmas and you have to work with red, you try to avoid like bright green. I was considering maybe like like a military green, like an olive drab. But I want to try to avoid painting the frame because it's gloss coated. I don't really want to work with gloss coat. But the frame, as you can see, is very bright. So putting like an olive drab would look very strange. So I'm thinking like powder blue, maybe, and then like a darker powder blue. And then I actually have the color scheme kind of picked out, and then sort of a maroon. That's what I'm thinking. And then the red would be this red. So it's 4 colors. I really like this knee piece. It's very detailed. It looks pretty cool. Are you building anything at a clumpy table while you're in here? If you're still in here. I'm always interested in what people are building sometimes because sometimes you get kind of a weird answer out of the blue, like Dragoon here building a Dendrobium, which is awesome. Yeah, this knee piece is really neat. I like that it has like this white fin sticking out and it matches the chest design. So it's not something like the Hugo, which had like feet that looked like it belonged. It didn't have anything else on the kit that really matched its aesthetics. Aesthetics. MG Verka full armor. That's a big boy kit. Have not built. Wait. I drew for whatever reason. When I read MG Verka full armor, I thought New Gundam. So I was about to say I've never built the New Gundam, but I've never built the full armor either. I have it. I pre-ordered it whenever it got announced, so I've had it for quite a long time. But yeah, still sitting in my backlog. It's a lot of kit, and I'm trying to like, I'm building a lot recently, and if I were to start on that kit, I feel like that's a kit that would burn me out in my current building schedule and mood. So. Buying on Wish, the LED IR boxing controller is whack. For the Dendrobium. The Dendrobium lights up. It comes with light up stuff as well. What doesn't come with the Dendrobium? That sounds awesome. But yeah, I already know what I'm gonna do with the full armor. It's gonna be battle damage. I'm gonna make it look really cool, like it's been flying through space and fighting bad guys. I'm gonna make it look trashed. Not like 100% destroyed, but just a good amount. I want it to have a presence on the shelf. I mean, it's already gonna have a presence. It's fucking huge. It's fucking huge, mate. Quality over quantity. Yep, I definitely agree with that. There's a lot of people who build and build and build and build, and that's how you burn yourself out for sure. Every kit I build, I try something a little bit different, or find a way to get paint on it. Custom light box. Oh, okay, cool. I'm also a computer engineer and partly an electrical engineer. I'm a field engineer with software kind of in the corner as my specialty. I graduated computer science, but I do a lot of engineering work now. Well, that's my title, so. And I say a lot of engineering work, I mean engineering work. Oh, this upper thigh part has a pretty nasty mold line that I'm getting rid of. That's what I'm doing over here. But I've heard that's a great kit, the full armor. I can't wait to work on it, but yeah, I don't want to hurt myself like halfway through it and then kind of biff the rest of the build just because I don't want to build it anymore. Almost happened with my MG GM 2.0. I like finished the chest and then for whatever reason I didn't feel like building anymore. And it's not because that kit is arduous or anything, but just because I had burnt myself out on a bunch of smaller builds. And I was thinking about just like finishing it and getting out of the way, but I decided to throw it in the box and just, not build for a few months. Came back and it's one of my favorite builds, I think. Looks really real. Crap. It's a good thing I have a box here. I haven't built too many HGs. I know I'm building one now, but again, this was given to me. I started out with MG, and when you start off with like Bandai's Premier line, maybe not Premier, but the line that sort of advertises high detail and quality. I mean, it's called Master grade after all. It's kind of hard to build a high grade after that. Usually I use high grade as a sort of transition between master grades, just something fun to quickly put together, maybe practice some airbrushing or whatever, some new techniques. I've never really seriously built a high grade, if that makes sense. Like I've never built a high grade to sort of be something that's going to be a sort of display piece. I would if it was like the Dendrobium or the Neozeon, but yeah. I guess, for example, my first custom color scheme was on my Mark II Revive, and like I just wanted to practice priming and painting and everything, just the whole complete process of creating a custom color scheme. And after I did that, I went serious and did a custom on my Perfect Gundam, and currently I think that's probably my best build. But that's just personally how I feel. Well, I think we're going to use everything on this polycap sheet except for the neck joint, which is good because this is what they should do with this neck joint. Okay, you should just Bandai, just cut this off and throw it in the tray-ish because it sucks. We have some side skirt polycaps here, I can tell. We might end up putting those on, except this has actually connections on the side skirt, so we might actually not do that. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with just building. Don't take my words wrong here. Yeah, I can understand enjoying the build for sure, and I was a bit like that as well at first, but eventually, maybe it's because I built master grades first. I don't know, or at the time exclusively master grades. Eventually, you get a little. You might get a little bored or something and decide you want to do a little bit more. And then a little bit more turns into weathering. Then a little bit more turns into a custom paint scheme, and etc. etc. And suddenly you win GBWC. I wish. Oh crap, which, oh wait, I don't think these are leg specific yet. Now they are. This is my right leg. Yeah, I don't know. So the way I did my I guess the way my Gunpla career, quote unquote, uh went was that I my first kit was the MG Zaku 2.0 Johnny Ridden, and I did I built it, and I didn't like it because it looked so much like a toy, and I did the decals and stuff, but I really didn't like it. And my girlfriend's the one that got me into Gunpla. She was building a MG Sengoku Astray, which we still have, of course, and she was weathering it and painting it, and I was like, damn, I want to do that. And then she taught me how to weather and paint. So from then on out, I was like, I'm gonna do this to every kid. And now all I do is weather. Nah, I do more than weathering. But I can't help but weather stuff. Like I'll build a clean kit, I'll make it look so, as flawless as I can, you know. And then I'll be like, no, this needs some staining here and some chipping there, and yeah, a good bullet hole right through the chest. Oh, hell yeah. What? What? How does this? Oh, there's a hole in this side. Okay, makes sense. Nice. I like that this ankle armor connects on both sides because like with some kits, Bandai will put just one connection for the ankle armor, either just on one side or on the back, and I think that looks a little weird. Um, I think they actually did that with the Origins, the RX-78 Origins kit, the Master Grade. I have it, by the way. I've had it for a long time. Again, another kit that I pre-ordered and haven't built. We'll put on the legs at the end. Because I want to do something. Oops, sorry about that. I want to do something cool with it. Spoilers, it's a weathering job, but I want to make it look really, really nice. You know what I just realized? There's no HG RX-78-2 or -02 from the Origins. Why? Char's gotta have someone to fight, right? You'd think that'd be like their first release. It's pretty strange. Usually the Granddaddy Gundam is always their first release. And it's the only Origins Master Grade. It's pretty weird. What Origins Master Grade would you guys like to see? I personally would love the Dom test type. Or the prototype. No, I think it's called the Dom test type, right? With the sort of Zaku head on the Dom body. That would be an awesome Master Grade. Maybe even just a Zaku would be cool. Origin Zaku. Zaku's and the Doms. Yeah, what would be really, really cool is the mobile, what is it called? Is it called the mobile worker? The thing that has the claw and then has like, it looks like a construction machine. The first one they released was like orange, and they made like a Ramba or Ramba. Is it Ramba Rao or Ramba Rao? I always call them Ramba Rao. But anyways, they made like a blue one pretty much, and that was super cool. I still want that kit, but again, I don't know what I do with it, so I'm not going to get it. I don't think it'll be especially hard to find in the future. All right, both legs are done. Amazing strike of freedom. Power up. I said power up. There we go. Back skirt was sort of in the way. That is a very cool design. And it's happening. Just as I thought. I really, really like the mobile suit. It is a very, very cool design. A little too many colors in my opinion. I think I would knock out the yellow with something else. And of course the red inner frame is still looking kind of odd. Maybe just because you can only see it on the arms and it's just sort of barely around the legs and such, but it's not terrible. It's really not that bad. The head is pretty cool. I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of swept-back V-fins, but this one's not too offensive. Really like the shoulders. I really like the knees now. These legs are really cool, especially with this chest. I think my favorite part is definitely this chest design. That is a really cool looking chest design, but we will put him right here. Can you guys see that? I think so, yes. And I can already tell the articulation, the Antarctica. The articulation on this guy is going to be great because it's revived, essentially. And I don't think, let me check the polycap or the manual. Yeah, we're not going to use the rest of these polycaps, so throw those away because I don't think I'll ever be using red polycaps in a custom, especially if they're just a skirt pieces. All right, this is the waist. I built that before the legs. I always do that. I always build the waist before the legs on all my kits because I like to build from the top down. All right, looks like we're building the railguns, and the railguns have a pretty nasty seam. Not going to fix it because this is a straight build. I eventually will when I paint this, but yeah. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I wasn't supposed to attach the torso yet because the railguns actually attach as part of like the torso assembly. That's okay. The torso will come apart easily. So C and F. C, F, and H. F, F, and which one's H? I don't remember. Here's H, we have found it. HGs are definitely learning from RGs. Yeah, I can agree with that, to an extent. RGs learn from no one. If you're new to my channel, you should know I'm not the biggest fan of RGs. But I can understand why people are. Yeah, RGs can be a pain in the ass. I don't think I've ever really faced difficulties building them. I wouldn't say that an RG build is difficult as much as it is just kind of annoying and kind of unfun. RG Mina. I have the RG Mina. I've built it, and I have a review of it, and I think it is a great kit, but not something that I wanted to do more with, which kind of is a testament to the kit, or I guess a testament to my liking of that kit, because I don't know, if I end up building something, then kind of halfway through I tell myself like, I just want to finish this and never look at it again. I guess it says something, at least to me. I did the same thing with the RG Zaku too. I built the Chars custom, and yeah, as soon as I finished it, I was like, you know what, I'm done. Maybe I'll use him as a diorama or something, as like a destroyed Zaku. Maybe I'll shoot it with the 22. Who knows? But yeah, when I was building that kit, the Zaku, I was like trying to put together the little tubing, and I remember looking at it and thinking to myself like, oh god, it's just like the MG. Because if you've ever built the MG Zaku 2.0, the tubing is really, really annoying, and it hurts your fingers. The RG was a lot better, but still incredibly fiddly. I like had all the little tubes on the stick or whatever, and it tells you to like kind of insert it and then cut it. I can't really remember, but whatever happened, it like flinged out and all the pieces went everywhere, and somehow I found them all. But that's just me being incredibly lucky, because those things were tiny. That's a big gate, though. This tiny, tiny piece had a really... That's gone. Nice. It's right under my foot. But again, I can see why people like RG. They're very, very detailed, especially for their size. And maybe some people really do enjoy building them. And the color separation is excellent. And the decals, they're stickers, yeah, but they're very nice, like stickers. Very nice decals. Sanding this part is so much fun. So that's pretty impressive that this end piece is a separate piece. Although we're about to get to a pretty big sticker. So I'm just going to preemptively grab this. And what are we looking at? F. This is a dark piece. Okay. Don't know how I feel about that. 14 and 13. I'd probably repaint this and make the rail gun all one color. These darker parts are very detailed. I have a lot of panel lines and stuff. Have you done any metal builds? No, but I just bought one. Should be shipping out tomorrow. I don't want to spoil what it is, but I will have a review on it. And I'm very excited for it. It's my favorite suit. I have no idea what to expect from metal builds. I've never watched a review on any of them. I've only seen pictures of them. I have no idea, but I know once I saw this kit get announced, I was like, yes, I am going to get that eventually. I've looked up a little bit on them. I know the whole thing is in metal. I know that you don't completely assemble it, but I'm not really sure. I don't really want to be spoiled on it, to be honest. I want to be surprised. I'm probably going to do the unboxing and the review at the same time. I know it's more of a figure than any sort of build. I know the build nomenclature there is a bit misleading, according to people. But again, I don't know anything about it. I'll tell you what it's not. It's not that Astray, like Monkey Arm catastrophe. That will never find its way into my home. What am I looking for? H7. What? Is this like a fin? Is this right? Oh. In the picture, it looks like just a flat sort of cap, but I think it's just the angle of the piece that they have displayed in the manual. It does not look like a fin. But again, yeah, pretty excited about this metal build. I really hope it's not a bootleg metal build. The pictures I was sent look legit, but it's coming from the Philippines. And I'm not saying that the Philippines is full of bootlegs or anything like that, but I mean they do have places there that sell bootlegs far more than like in America. It doesn't seem to be going all the way in. It doesn't seem right. Let me put on the sticker first. So yeah, unfortunately the back part of this isn't a red piece, even though the front part is, which is a little silly. But it's going to be using this huge sticker, so let's go ahead and put it on, I guess. 3. Yeah, this sticker doesn't look great. Oh, it pains me to do this. I hate stickers so much, especially foil stickers. I don't even use eye stickers anymore. I'm just going to grab it. All right, let's see. I'm actually going to, how the hell is this supposed to line up? Nope, that's not going to work. There we go. Oh, fold on the back too on these little edges. Ew, 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 ew. The stickers. Ah, come on. I didn't really cover that correctly. Guess, I don't know. Oh, and then it wraps around. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh boy, this sticker isn't great. This is pretty bad. This is a pretty bad one. But I sort of suspected that. All right, there we go, got it. All right. Yeah, I think I should be using like a toothpick or something to flatten these down, but again, this is just a straight build. I will eventually paint this, all these stickers will come off, but there it is on it. And yeah, if you're not painting and you just want to straight build this, sticker's passable. You know, it fits the lines a lot better than most wraparound stickers that I've worked with in the past. And in the midst of that, I somehow flicked off the H piece that I was trying to fit on there. Or did I put it down? Oh no, got it. Forgot I put it down first. Okay, now that that's on, got some connection pieces off of the A plate. All right, we need a 9. came out nice, but it wasn't that great to apply. So I don't know, maybe that's considered good. I don't know. When I paint this, I probably won't color separate that fin, or not that fin, that sort of streak of red. I'll probably end up painting the entirety of the what are these called? Rail guns. One color, whatever that may be. Ooh, I don't really like the look of this railgun now that I'm putting it together. At first it looked all right, but now as it's coming together, it's not looking all right, guys. It's looking bad. I watched a little bit of the stream, like the uploaded stream last night, and I didn't notice that the audio was sort of low, so I'm sorry if it's still sort of low. I'm just using my MacBook again. And did I put this in? No, we're good. Okay, this fin has to go in deeper. It can't stick out this far, can it? Not really good reference pictures for this thing. There we go, it does snap. Okay, better. E1, so we do use a little bit of frame. E127. Yeah, so sorry if I'm a little low and you guys can't hear me. I will sort it out for the next live stream. I'll use my actual like mic setup like when I play games and stuff. But that's not super mobile. It's my desktop that's over here. Kind of see the monitor a bit. I'm just going to preemptively take this guy apart. All right. Actually, I'm going to cut the piece off that we'll need later. I just realized you don't use the little chest cannon that the Strike Freedom has, and it's in this, I think it looks pretty cool, red here. So definitely going to keep these leftover pieces. You got a lot of leftover. I mean, pretty obvious. When a kid is based on another kid, you usually get a lot of leftover. So, yeah. What time is it? Oh, been streaming for about an hour. This might be a 2-hour stream if I want to finish this guy. I got nothing else to do today. I'll grab a late dinner. That's fine. Not super duper hungry. Thinking about getting barbecue tonight. All right, later, Clumpy Table. Take care. Yeah, I think we'll stream for 2 hours. I think that'll be enough time to finish this guy up. You'll notice I didn't put an end time on the stream because unless I have something to do, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to put an end time because who knows how long. Really depends on how I feel about building. clean up this piece. Much commentary. I'm just trying to finish up these railguns, to be honest. Pretty boring part of the build, in my opinion. Thank God, though, that these dark parts all have small gates. These gates are minuscule. I know I keep saying that throughout this build, but they really are. They're tiny. I can appreciate that. Because I hate nub cleanup. I think everyone kind of does. Well, would that be more interesting? Because I know I think that's what a lot of people want to see. Strokes with the dry brush. Yeah, I think so. For my properly dab with the sponge, yeah. For my weathering tutorial, I'm going to do for the Gunpla Collective, it'll have all of that encompassed in it. How to properly use your sponge, how to dry brush correctly, how not to make it look like a mess, I guess, but still make it look like a mess. The thing about live streams is, unless I dedicate the live stream to actually teaching, I don't have the best video quality, and I don't know. I don't think about it. Overcome certain challenges. Yeah, that sounds interesting. Those are good ideas. It's true. Every Gunpla has its challenge. I don't know. Maybe I just need to get more used to streaming, because when it comes to working on a kit, I don't know. I like to do things at my own pace and not have to worry about people, or not people, but other things to do, if that makes sense. Like, I don't eat while I build. Don't really listen to music while I build. The most I do is maybe have a YouTube video on that's just sort of in the background, but I don't really watch it. But if that's something you guys would like to see, I'll find a way to make it work for sure. You guys want to see me stream a build that's not just a snap build? Because I know people enjoyed the 00 riser for sure. But it was really hard to show you guys what I was doing with that, mainly because I was using my phone to stream, and I thought it would autofocus, but it doesn't. So it's really dumb. But honestly, I was hoping to aim my streams more towards just like building and chilling. If that makes sense. Oh, I'll have fun no matter what. I guess I wanted to start streaming so I could like talk to more people who build Gunpla because I don't know anybody IRL. That sounds that sounded awful. I don't know anyone in real life that builds Gunpla. I guess except my girlfriend, but she hasn't built something in a while. She's been too busy. If you have fun, we have fun, else it'll come out forced and it will show. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, I'm having fun with this build for sure. Don't get me wrong, I always have fun building Gunpla unless it's RG, but just these rail cannons in particular just aren't an interesting part of the build is all. But I get you. I get what you're saying. I feel you, man. All right, let's go ahead and put this together. Almost destroyed that piece. How does this go together? Oh, there's little pegs in the chest. Huh. I wonder if those were there. Oh, they must have been there before for the other railguns, and the older railguns. And there we go. Now it looks worse. Yeah, now I forgot the fin piece for the other rail cannon. I much prefer this suit without those rail cannons. They do not look great. But they don't look awful. And I don't think they can swing back like the original Strike Freedom. I had fun last night too. I almost lost the entire V-fin. Which way does this go? Not that way. Yep. Yeah, these side rail cannons aren't great. Kind of ruined the look a little bit for me. So when I work on this, whenever I do, can these swing back? They can. Oh no, they really can't swing back. They kind of can. It kind of looks like he has a dress, but they run into the beam sabers. So yeah, I'm guessing you don't want to do that. Interestingly, you have the holes here on the side for the original beam saber holders, but you don't use those, which is a little interesting. In fact, come to think of it, there's no beam saber effect parts, and you have beam sabers that they tell you to build and put on the kit. So okay. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe with the backpack, it'll flesh it out a little bit. I remember you were there for it. Alrighty. How long is this backpack? If it's too long, then I'll just finish this build off stream. It is just this page. Let's do this. Actually, did I miss these yellow stickers? I just want to make sure. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So why are these dark? I thought, oh, okay, the bottom part of it is dark. Interesting. F2 and F4. Where's F4? Oh. I tend to build by shape, not necessarily by number. If I can't find it, like by shape, then I'll look by number. But it can be dangerous to build that way because I'll end up grabbing something that looks similar and fits, which sucks. And then I can't get it apart. I don't need to clean that up. Top part will cover that. I think this is going to have seam lines too, but it's not too bad. Okay. Does this have a particular way? Nope. Ooh, maybe it does. Go. There's that. You do that twice. Almost dropped a box full of trash. It's very important. Okay. Hair on me. I wonder how many people stream builds on Twitch. I know of one guy who streams pretty regularly, and he's kind of in a group of people, of like 2 other people. I forget the guy's name and his Twitch page. I watched a little bit of his stream, but I didn't really enjoy it because he didn't really talk to chat too much, and he had a whole like chat game going on that involved points and I guess role playing, and he was a little more focused on working on that, if that makes sense, than actually building. And I don't like that. I don't like it. But people seem to enjoy it, so that was just me. That's why I didn't stick around to watch him build. The GBA. Gunpla. Oh, the Gunpla Builders Association, right? Something like that. I know a guy in it, at least. Well, I know him through like Instagram and stuff. He's the Fox Hunt. He's a cool guy. But yeah, I don't know the rest of them. Never watched them. Never watched him. Maybe I should. But I know about them. It's kind of funny. We have a little Instagram group for the Gunpla Collective. And yeah, this guy is with the Gunpla Builders Association, or GBA. And one guy used to be with them, and he kind of, well, he doesn't hate them, but he's got some beef with them, if that makes sense. And they weren't fighting in our chat or anything. They were just talking about it. It was kind of funny. Oh man, this thing's kind of got a gross seam line. Oh well, it's not too awful. Actful. So I don't know what their streams are like, the GBA. Probably a lot more interesting than mine. Who knows? Is this a red piece? Whoa, that's tiny. Okay, some camera stickers. All right, man, take it easy. Thanks for joining in. Ooh. Crazy how this is color separated of this camera pieces. Someone mentioned earlier that HG was taking some notes from RG. Possibly, considering how small this piece is and how easily they could have just ignored it. I think most people wouldn't even have noticed that this part wasn't red. This one beam rifle doesn't have a handle, so you can't use it with the Gundam as is. Has to go in the backpack, and I don't think these look very nice as a back-mounted beam rifles or beam cannons. But we'll see once it goes on. These actually have something that goes around it. 14 and 11. Finishing this build, guys. We're gonna do it. Now I'm meticulously cleaning up all the nubs. Just want to make sure when I go to paint this thing eventually that I don't have to worry about nubs. Because that's the worst when you gotta paint something and you forgot to clean up a nub and it just like sticks out so bad. But it's fixable. Did I clip off the wrong thing? No, I'm good. Okay. I put this on the wrong one. Oh, so smart. This one isn't even built. Oops. Oh god, I thought I broke that. Okay, let's put on the right one this time. Come on. There we go. So you're going to get sort of this action. There's that. Next. Oh, back. We're almost to the backpack, guys. Like the main part of the backpack. But these beam rifles have a lot of color separation. So pretty neat. Pretty neaty indeed. A1. Go. Almost cut away too much there for a second. We're good. So anyone got anything interesting going on tonight? Any more building or see a movie or something? Again, I've yet to see the new Blade Runner. Probably gonna do that as soon as my girlfriend gets home. She's actually out of town. So I've got to sort of entertain myself. She lives with me, so it's kind of, it's so boring without someone else when you live with someone else. And I travel a lot for work. So now I know how she feels. And it sucks. Oh, it's finally getting cold here. Had a pretty good rain today, but I suspect it won't get really cold until the end of November, and then really cold in January. Excuse me. People keep tempting me with pics of the new MG Double Zeta. I really want it, but I have plans for it. But I want the like bonus decal version or whatever it's called, the one that comes with, well, more decals. Yeah, it looks like a great kit, and I love Double Zeta. And I love the Double Zeta Gundam. All right, this backpack's like 3 pieces. Very cool. 9 and 8. All right, 4 pieces. Close enough. Any particular IBO high grade kits you recommend? I recommend the original Barbatos, the very first one. And I guess out of that comes the sixth form, which is pretty much the same thing with some extra armor. And the reason why I recommend it is because it's really well engineered. There's no seam lines on the shoulders. Has great articulation. Has some pretty bad stickers here and there, but they're actually really easy to paint, even with Gundam marker. And I hate to say that because I don't want to encourage anyone to use Gundam marker, but you could do it. I've heard great things about the grays. I haven't built one myself, but the Grimgird or Grimgerda, I don't know how to exactly say it. I'm pretty sure it's called the Grimgird, right? The red bunny suit. That is an excellent kit. Like, no, there's no seam lines on it, and it's nearly color accurate. You just gotta have to paint the pipes, or just leave them. It's up to you. It looks fine, unpainted, honestly. Yeah, that's a great kit. So yeah, I'd recommend those two. The Barbatos and the Grimgird are my top IBO kits. I've built the Astaroth, Kamaris, the original one, the Barbatos, the Gujan Rebake, and the Gujan. I like the Gujan. I like the Gujan Rebake. They just require, well, the Gujan Rebake I painted all the details in. I didn't completely paint it, but I didn't use any stickers, so. And I really love the design, but I don't know if I would recommend that kit over the Barbatos or the Grimgird. Page 10. You can't really go wrong with any IBO kit. They're all great. Excuse me. Well, you can probably go wrong with the full city. The Gujan Rebake full city it just has a lot of stickers, and if you're not painting quite yet, that can be pretty awful. That's probably the only kit I wouldn't recommend to someone just looking to build something. If you're looking for a project, definitely get that kit. And I love the look of the full city, and I want it, but I would need to dedicate some time to it. Sorry, that was a very long-winded answer. All right. Let's go ahead. We're almost there, guys. So how does this plug on? This. I built the Dantalion on the wall. I want the Dantalion looks really cool, but I don't like. I know the face is supposed to be a skull. I know everyone sees a skull, but I just kind of see Dudley from Street Fighter. Like the little top part looks like his mustache, and I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I have to point it out. If I ever get the kit, I'll point it out. But yeah, I don't know. I can't not see it. And what was the other one you built? The Voile. I was really interested in the Voile, but I heard all the weapons are just too heavy for its arms, so I would have to modify it a bit. I like the Voile's weapon though, the like drill hammer thing. It's pretty cool. Reminds me of a gravity hammer from Halo 3. Which was my favorite weapon in that game. No doubt. Just talk about Halo. Love that franchise. And it'll always be a trilogy to me. You heard it here. Halo is a trilogy. There is no 4 and 5. 4 was okay. The multiplayer was pretty bad, which was like a shock considering it's Halo, but of course it was a different studio. 5 was like the opposite. The multiplayer was quite good, but the single player was awful, and not just awful for Halo, just awful all around. I got like a piece of plastic stuck in here. Come on. Okay, got it. All right, this is going out this way. This backpack is interesting, no doubt. All right, this is telling me to build. Oh, I got to build 4 of these things. What the hell? Whoa! Suddenly, got to build a lot. Okay, let's get on with it. So 11. Well, that's not 12. Yeah, that's 12. Never mind. To be honest, I didn't. I built about 8 or so of the IBO high grades, and I don't know, they're okay. They're like impressive, and I like IBO, but it's not, I don't know, it didn't really capture me as much as some people. I like the show, at least I like season 1, but yeah, I haven't built any of the 1 to 100 IBO stuff. I have a Barbatos Lupus that I got from the Reddit Secret Santa last year, and I will eventually build that, but I want to make a video for that. Maybe I'll live stream the whole weathering and stuff. Gotta make 2 of these things. This is the one I built. Oops. Gotta create a new playlist for my live streams. I gotta remember to do that. Oh, clean up the snub. Okay, there's that. There's a piece that goes on it. Looks like a red piece, probably. Yep. It's a little tiny piece here. And these gates are so small, I don't even think I don't have to clean those up. Now we're speed building. We gotta move fast. And then we're gonna add dragoons. So cool that these are all separate and not 2 pieces together. Too bad they don't give you any sort of like clear stick or any way of mounting these. And from what I've heard, it's not on the regular Revive either, which is disappointing, but hate nubs that are just on the center. This nub is really in there. Maybe I have to finish this build off stream, to be honest.
Time is it?
Yeah, 15 minutes left. I might have to finish this build off stream because I don't want to go more than 2 hours. Didn't realize the nubs on these Dragoons were going to be this bad. Yeah, but they're causing me problems. I'm going to do some more work on them. Well, we can at least test fit the backpack and such. Yeah, okay, hold on. I need some really tough sandpaper. Move down to 800 grit. You can move down to your 1000. Boom. That nub is no longer on this planet. Well, at least it's smooth. There's still a bit of a stress mark. All right. These go on the backpack like this. I don't really like this part of the design because they can't come forward, so they just kind of hang back here. Let's see. Just want to see how much there is left. When do you build the gun? The heck? There's like no part of the build where you build the gun unless I'm missing it. I'm just reading. Oh, it might be. Yeah, I'm just sort of missing it. But, I just realized this backpack's going to take a little longer, so I'm not going to film the rest of it. So I think I'm going to end the stream here, but I just want to see how this looks a little bit. So I try to fit it on. And, yeah, I think the side skirts are working a little bit better already with the bulked out backpack like this. These guns, I wish they could turn, but they can't. They can only go over like this, and that looks pretty stupid, especially for these beam rifles. So I might just keep them like this. But that's not looking too bad. Ooh, is this guy not going to be able to stand up? He might not be able to, but we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and end it here, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I don't know the next time I'll stream, but I'll be sure to put up more videos for sure. Keep on the lookout for the review of this guy. It's going to be coming very soon, either tomorrow or the day after. So stay tuned. Well, thank you, everyone, for tuning in one more time, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.